Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, we back. It's your boy Syn, Big Show. Got a hot one for you. Hey, why y'all security guards keep leaving your tools in the bathroom? Let's talk about it.
Damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Damn, I'm glad y'all set it off.
It's been so long.
Small hiatus.
Yeah. We had some we lost like 2 episodes.
Due to technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had some stuff going on and we thought we was recording and then it
Digital
stopped and
snafu.
the sound was messed up, so we lost a lot. But we back. So thank y'all for supporting. I mean even in the break, we still had some subscribers, which was dope. And you guys were still kicking and watching the video. So thanks for that. But we back. We're gonna start pumping them out again. You know what I mean? But we got another one for you today. So scrolling through the news. I mean, it goes as far back as last year. Like you can go last year, multiple cases. Already, we're not even halfway through this year, and there's multiple cases already of policemen, security guards
Law
leaving.
enforcement officials.
Yeah, why y'all leaving y'all guns in the bathroom? Like you just going back on post. You ain't got.
And
Nothing.
nobody's doing this. Right. Nobody's
I mean, so here's my take on it. Okay, you're in the bathroom. I don't really understand why you got to take all of that stuff off, but you take it off. But you don't put it back. I mean, you came in with it. Why? I don't understand why you would leave something like that.
Well,
especially a gun. You leave
yeah.
your gun.
it's
Like
it's one part
That's crazy.
It's one part complacency and one part just laziness. Now, when you go into the bath, now again, there's multiple aspects. Number one, you talking about a belt, a utility belt, like what a plumber would use or a carpenter or something like that,
or Batman.
or Batman. So you so you got your weapon, which is all of 5 pounds, maybe, give or take. Not no. Anyway,
What are you talking about? A gun?
Yeah.
I don't do those.
well, anyway, you
don't
got
know.
you got your sidearm, you got your handcuffs. You might have one or two, depending on your posts.
I know those are heavy.
Okay, yeah. You got your radio.
Those are heavy.
You got your taser, if you carry one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your taser. You have your
Well,
radio. You
I
got
thought they said the taser was like a couple pounds lighter than the gun.
It is.
So, all
But
right.
it's still on your belt.
So
you
that's
still have a holster
that's
for
still some noticeable weight.
it. Right. You have your magazines,
Noticeable weight.
2, and you always gonna carry 2 full. I said radio, and whatever else you might carry that you can't carry in your pocket. Some people put cell phones on they belt.
Again, noticeable weight.
Yeah. So you have all of this on your belt. There's no fathomable reason that when you take it off, you should forget it. Unless you've gotten so used to carrying it that it doesn't even, it's not excess weight anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get used to carrying that. I wouldn't think.
Case in point.
That's
COs,
you're talking about, let's just say 20 pounds.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's noticeable weight.
But when you have to carry it every day, it becomes unnoticeable.
Man.
Think about it. Everything that I described, minus the taser, a CO carries 12-hour shifts. We don't take it off. There's no taking it off.
But but when you take it off, it's like, ugh. Because it's noticeable weight.
Yeah, it is.
It's noticeable weight.
But after a couple of months wearing it, you pretty much.
I mean, yeah, you'll get used to it, but it's noticeable weight.
Now, when you went through the list of all the officials,
Yeah, they were
were they males or females?
Now that
Because
it did not specify.
Yeah, see that part I remember.
Now,
and I'll tell you.
no, you know, all of the cases that I researched, it did not specify male or female. So what difference does it make?
Here's why it makes a difference. Males, when we go to the bathroom, we stand up. Okay.
And not all the time. It depends on what you're going in there to do.
That true. But
I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Okay. Go.
On a majority, when men go to the bathroom, we stand up. There's a hole in the wall for us. For the ladies, not so much. So what does a female have to do when she has 20 pounds of excess? What does she have to do? She has to take the belt off. Oh, and there's clips that hold the belt in place so it's not sagging like you looking like Yosemite Sam. So anyway, or Barney Fife. So you have to take the clips off, undo the belt, hang it on the back of the, getting back to your point, the noticeable weight, handle your business, and then what people are doing is they're leaving out and leaving the belt there.
Right.
How do you leave?
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, how do you leave that? So here's another thing that's why I'm like, I don't get that. Everybody's been in a stall. All right. So you hang it, you got the hook.
Yeah.
Ain't but a hook in there, right in front of you. So the whole time this thing is
it's staring right at you.
the whole time this thing is in front of you.
Yeah.
How you swing it past you and walk
out and not remember
and leave it in there?
Yeah.
How do you stand in the mirror, wash your hands? I hope, and not.
But this is why
See that you don't have your equipment. That's what That's why I'm like.
Yeah.
That's why it blows my mind because there's so many things there are so many triggers that should make you realize that you don't have it.
One is this just not having your weapon on your side.
Standing up, you done pulled your pants up.
Yeah.
And for one, number one, my thing is number one, the noticeable weight. That's why I kept saying the noticeable weight.
It is noticeable.
Okay.
Yes.
For two, okay. I'm a technician, okay. My tools.
Yes. And they are considered tools.
They're your tools.
Right.
So for me, anytime I move, my toolbox moves with me. Because in the business that I'm in, I got nice specialty tools that would be a flex for somebody that's really not in my business to have. It's like, oh yeah, this measures voltage, but it do a whole lot more stuff that your average wouldn't. So if somebody, the average electrician would have mine, it would be a flex because it's like you don't even need all this stuff that this thing do. So I can't leave my tools just sitting around. They're gone. Promise you, they're gone.
Yeah.
they're out of there. So tools, your tools. Those are your tools. So you don't went back to your job with no tools. That's like the carpenter going to the bathroom, leaving his tool belt in there, going back to the job site. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
What are we doing? What are we doing? So your tools. Number 3. Again, the cues. You stand up, noticeable weight. It's right there in front of you, hanging on your hook. You open the door, walk. So now you washing your hands. You in the mirror. You primping. You fixing your clothes.
Make sure you straight.
You don't see all this mass around your waist that's not
big
there.
Smith and Wesson that was on your hip.
You feel me? You feel me? Come on, your ego ain't making you. Ah, look with my gun. Oh, my gun. Come on, I would. I don't know, but. I don't get how so it's all of those things.
You'd be surprised.
All of those things, and then you walk out
and forget it
and leave it in there.
In my experience, I know of 2 females that have lost their jobs on site because of said incident.
Okay, I got a question now. So now you're making it like it's a female thing. So you don't know no dudes?
No.
You don't know no dudes that did it?
I do. There has been a dude that has done it. I'm not saying it's all female.
Okay.
There has been a dude, but this wasn't at the prison though. I know 2 females at the prison that out of there as soon as they left. Case in point.
Well, I mean, rightfully so in a damn prison.
I was on.
What are we doing?
We were on post at the hospital. She went to the bathroom. I'm sitting chilling, watching Law and Order all day. I'm chilling. She comes back. We on opposite sides of the room. The inmate is between us, so I don't even see that she didn't come in there with her belt. Next thing I know is about 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, some time had went by. My captain and lieutenant showed up, so I'm like, why?
They was already on it.
Yeah, because what had happened was somebody went, because I mean everybody knows when there's an inmate in the hospital. I mean the nurses and security know, so they already know we there.
For sure.
So as soon as somebody went in the bathroom, somebody went and reported it. As soon as they reported, they knew exactly who it was because we were probably the only ones there. Long story short, the captain and lieutenant told her, get your stuff and come with us. The lieutenant sat because you got to have 2. So lieutenant sat there while another officer had to be transported back to sit with me for the rest of the shift. Long story short, yeah, she was done that day, and the day wasn't even half over. So,
and I mean,
it's unfortunate, but
it's preventable. But I mean, come on, man, like,
yeah. I go when I've been to the bathroom.
You had one job.
Yeah, when I've been to the bathroom, even when I'm not in the I'm always doing this. I'm always touching because first of all, I'm scared to lose it.
Yeah, like,
because it's all state property. It's all state property. Nothing on you belongs to you except for the nylon belt and the clips.
I mean, not even that it's state property. It's like,
it's just
I don't want whatever happened to happen with mine.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. I don't want to be the one that, so and so left his gun in the bathroom.
Yeah,
no, you don't want to be that dude.
And this dude done took it and killed 3 people and escaped and all that. I don't want them to happen. I don't want that to happen with mine.
And it just goes to the fact that hospitals really don't want inmates and COs in the hospital. They really don't. Truth be told, they really don't.
Well, I mean, it's a security issue, safety. You don't know what they gonna do.
Security ain't got the time or the patience to sit.
No, I'm saying it's a security issue. Like there are a lot of vulnerabilities that could be exploited at that hospital.
Especially when you leaving your weapon in the
And
back.
especially when you got
it don't put them in a good light. It
Right.
don't put them in a good light.
Exactly. Nah, that's exactly the truth. So I would see that's bolstering their case for you
Yeah.
for you not being there.
It
Like,
does.
see,
It really does.
see.
And not what people fail to realize is that inmate ain't going nowhere. I mean, that's a little inside. That inmate is not going anywhere. He's having a time of his. I'm serious. That's another conversation for another day. Inmate ain't going nowhere. But
I mean,
point being, it happens to males. It happens to females. It's laziness, complacency, just not caring at the end of the day. No, not caring. And I ain't never had that happen to me. And I can't see how anybody would do it, but it happens.
Well, it to me it goes to, you got people that no matter what they doing, you know what I'm saying, take pride in your job.
That's another thing.
Like take
pride
in your
if
job.
you took
like,
pride in your job and your profession, you wouldn't dare.
yeah, you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't dare leave a Smith & Wesson 40 caliber in a bathroom stall.
Yeah. Now, mind you, people make mistakes. I'm not saying nobody's perfect, but that type of mistake, it just shouldn't be happening because you should always be aware of your surroundings. That's part of your thing. Head on the swivel, all that.
All that.
Come on, what are we doing?
And if you do carry a weapon, it's something that I've learned in all the trainings. If you do carry a weapon, to make sure you don't forget it, when you put it in the crotch of your pants, you won't forget it then.
For sure.
You won't forget it then. Because as soon as it's
Yeah.
either it's gonna fall to the floor or you're gonna pull it up. And you're gonna be like, okay, there it is. So
Yeah, for sure. Damn, that's a good idea.
yeah.
For all you security guys out there.
Even if you open carry or concealed carry, I don't take mine off my belt, me personally, but then it's on the floor. So what I do is I flip it and put it right in the crotch of my pants. I do it to this day. I'm not putting my. First of all, you won't put it on the floor. That's nasty. Second, you don't want to forget it.
Well, my thing is, I'd be scared somebody on the other star reach under there and grab it or something.
That too.
Now you sitting there with your pants down, literally.
Yep. That's
And
why
this
they
dude got
tell you
your
don't
shit.
put it on the floor. They do tell you don't put it on the floor, but you hang it on the hook so that way somebody don't.
Yeah.
And then you be like,
Somebody done snatch your shit and you
Yeah.
trying to pull your pants up. That's
put it in
wild.
the crotch. Put it
I
in the
wonder how
crotch
many
of your
times that's. I'm gonna research that. How
I'm pretty sure that has
How many
happened.
times has that happened? How many times has that happened?
Yeah. Now that would be.
Part 2.
Yeah.
How many times have people laid their shit on the floor and got it snatched from under a stall? I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, it don't even have to be a weapon. It could be a purse.
Nah,
Be a wallet.
I'm talking about security and weapons. That's what we talking about. That's what we're talking about. Security and weaponry getting snatched under stalls. I'ma look it up. Part 2 coming. Part 2 to this is coming. Faux show. Because that's going to be interesting. I would like to see how many times that has happened.
I'm pretty sure.
If any. Maybe it's never.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's happened.
Me
Some
too.
point in life.
Me too.
It's happened. It's happened.
Me too.
And I hope
that's
it-
why I'm laughing, because I'm sure them
Yeah.
stories are going to be
I just hope-
hilarious.
I'm just hoping for the sake of security. I hope it ain't no security guard or nobody like
oh,
that.
well, who else would?
See, because security guards and somebody who has been security, they get such a bad rap.
They give it to themselves.
I don't agree. No.
Man, nah.
How
All
so?
right.
How
All
so?
right.
How so?
Switching lanes, switching speeds, whatever,
Yeah.
gears, whatever.
Yeah.
Security guards give themselves a bad rap because here's the thing. All right. I can't use that example
Why not?
because the example I was going to use exposes stuff that the ordinary person wouldn't know. So I'm not going to use that example. But hold on. So okay, a security guard.
Okay.
You're if I'm owner of Sincere's Warehouse Goods,
Incorporated.
whatever. So here at Sincere's Warehouse of Goods,
Incorporated.
I just hold goods for people. They come and they can come get it and
Your storage
do whatever they got to
facility.
do, right? So at night, I need somebody to watch so nobody's coming in here and
Stealing.
taking
Right.
my warehoused goods.
Okay.
Right? That is your only job, is my warehouse and the goods that are housed therein. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's just say Bobby Boo and Sugar is across the street from Sincere's Warehouse Goods trying to smoke them something before they go to the crib. It is not your business, security guard, that you're supposed to be securing Sincere's Warehouse Goods to be worrying about what's happening across the street from Sincere's Warehouse Goods and what they're doing. You're supposed to be paying attention to Sincere's Warehouse Goods, not the kids across the street smoking a blunt. Mind your business.
Are you there? Are you there?
Man, whatever.
Sound like you speak from experience.
You can call it what you want. I'm just saying security guards give themselves a bad rap because somebody gave them the day speech and they think that they top flight half a cop. No, you're not. You are supposed to be securing whatever space that you're securing. If I am in no threat, if I'm not in any type of threat to that space, I'm not encroaching on that space, I'm not doing anything with that space. You stay over there in that space, and I'm going to stay over here in my space. Why are you worrying about what I'm doing when I have nothing to do with what you're doing?
Okay, let me respond.
That's my problem. No, there is no response
No, yes,
to it, but
there
you can
is.
say what you're going to say. What response is it? Mind your business.
I don't disagree with you. There
So
are
then what
let me there
Whatever.
are some security officers that do take their job above and beyond. They are.
And those the ones that end up on the news fucked up.
And you know, it's all in they could get a call, not the security officer, but your company might get a call saying, hey, you have, and they might not give all the information. Just go with me just for a
I'm
second.
listening.
They get a call, you get a call at your establishment and say, hey, you have some individuals that's out there smoking weed and they need to go. They're not giving all the information. So so then you get the call and you be like, you tell your officer, hey, there might be some people, make sure there ain't nobody smoking no weed and the officer be like, okay, no problem. So then you on the other side of the street see it. This is what he's thinking they're talking about. So his job that he's doing is coming from the boss, you saying, make sure ain't nobody smoking no weed. He sees it across the street, he's gonna address it. He's doing his job. He might not be getting all the information.
Fuck you talking about?
Just go with me on this. He might not be getting all the information that was given from the very beginning. Because the reason is, it's happened. It's happened. I've witnessed it happen.
So, okay, let me break down all that bullshit that you just said.
Oh, I gotta be.
Because what you're talking about, if the boss says for you to go check it out, first of all, this is 11 o'clock at night. Ain't no boss there. It's you and this place.
It doesn't have to be at 11 o'clock.
I'm telling you my scenario. You can't change the
Okay,
game.
okay.
What is you see what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead.
Security guards.
And there's
You can't
another
change
there's
the
another
game, bruh.
There's another factor, but go ahead.
Ain't no change. Look, if I'm across the street,
I don't disagree with you.
so then when they radio in, you should just be like, if it were me, let me tell you how I'd handle that. I'd look out there and be like, hey man, it's just some kids. I'll keep an eye on them, but they ain't doing nothing, and it's done. I'm not gonna go over there and harass them and cause a situation that didn't even have to happen. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go over there, you're gonna cause an issue with some people that didn't have nothing to do with securing this place. You know that they just over there on some bullshit. They ain't doing nothing. So why go over there? So now what you gonna do? You're gonna go over there, right? So now it's you, big badass security guard. Now you walk over to this car. It's 3 dudes in there, and now they mad because you over there fucking with them. So now you scared because that's what they do. Scared. Now you radioing in police and all of this because they was just over there trying to smoke a blunt before they went back to their dorm room. Why? When you could have just been like, all right, I see him, I'll take care of it, and just keep an eye on them. And I'll bet you in about 20, 30 minutes, when they see you looking at them, they just gonna pull off. Why wouldn't that be the better situation?
I do not disagree with you.
But that's not what you're gonna do.
No, if it were me,
No, you told me what you would do.
No.
You just said what you would do.
No, if it were me, in all honesty, if it were me,
Don't change my scenario. What
I'm
would you
not
do?
gonna change it because
Okay.
it's happened. It
Okay.
has actually happened.
Go ahead.
If it were me, all I would do is knock on the window and say, "Hey,"
Why would you even go over there?
just to say that I said something. Because the ones that I've had to deal with,
Just to say I
the
said
one,
something.
we all have to keep a log of everything we do. And if I see something and don't say anything about it, then it's like you didn't do anything. All I have to do is say something. And it's not so much you saying, hey, you gotta go. It's just, hey, just making sure y'all cool, fellas. And that's it. You don't have to necessarily say leave. Or you just say, hey, I just saw the car, I just want to make sure everything was cool. And all the brothers say, oh yeah, we all right. And that would be the end of it. I said something. No, not saying, I don't have to put down what I said. I
Hey,
could always just say, hey,
I
said
would
something.
really like y'all to put down in the comments. I just want to know, do y'all believe that bullshit? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all really?
Case in
How
point.
many of y'all have been in that situation and the security guard just go, hey, I just want to make sure everything was cool?
I've done it because I've done
I'm not
it.
talking about you.
I've
You
done it.
you are 1 in a million. So we talking about. I just want to show you that I'm talking about across the board. This is how they do. They
Because-
do not mind their business because they think in their mind, I'm a cop and I'm gonna stop.
hold up.
I'm gonna stop crime. Fuck out of here. Mind your business,
listen,
man.
There are security guards that go over the top.
All of them,
Not all of them.
man.
It's like you
I
got
ain't
the ones.
find one.
It's like the ones that do, and I know a couple. They go above and beyond. They're doing the most for the
Be a
least.
cop.
That's another.
That's
conversation.
my whole thing,
That's
man.
another conversation.
Be a cop,
But
bruh.
Then there's the ones that look.
Professional
I'm just
knows
wearing the shirt.
Professional busybodies. Be a cop.
There's the ones that I'm just the shirt. I'm just here to do my hours and I'm gone.
And that's how I
And then you have the ones in the middle that they're not going to go and start nothing as long as nothing stays over there.
That's my point. But
Yeah.
my thing is, I wouldn't want to go knock on that window and say anything because my thing is, here's the part that you never said. And that's the mentality of all security guards, police officers, whatever. Y'all all have the mentality. Y'all never stop. So if you were a civilian, you wouldn't go just knock on a random person's window and say nothing to them. Because you know why? Because the threat of danger. But for some reason, when y'all have that uniform on, y'all feel like there's no danger that can happen to me. And y'all do stuff that ordinarily you wouldn't do. Now tell me I'm lying about that.
No, there's some truth to that.
I know it's some truth to it because again, you right now, if I told you, hey, go knock on that dude window over across the street, he's sitting in the car, you'll be like, why are we doing this? What, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some questioning, like, why am I messing with, why? But you put the uniform on and you step boldly with your chest out over there to knock on his window. Why?
Nah,
It's the same threat of danger.
The same chest has a ballistic vest under it.
So that makes it better? Because point blank, that ballistic vest ain't nothing.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
So again,
for me, in my experience, in all the years that I've done it,
yeah, wow.
For me, my experience, if I'm on my post and there's a car and it's just sitting there not doing nothing, I know there's people in it on the property when there should be.
Again, you keep changing the game.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, if you are on the property that is being secured, security guard, I have no beef. If I am on this property, if I say if I pull up, right? Say I'm like, I'm gonna pull up over here and roll up real quick and get right. All right. If I am on property and the security guard rolls up to me and I get issues and problems, that's my fault all day. That's not what I'm talking about.
You talking about if you're across the
I'm
street.
talking about if I'm nowhere near what you're supposed to be securing and you've stepped outside of that jurisdiction, because your jurisdiction as a security officer is whatever you're securing. Once you step off of that, you are just dude.
You're right. I don't disagree.
And that's the part that they miss.
I don't disagree.
That's the part that they miss, man. You are supposed to be securing that warehouse across the street. If I'm across the street parked, that's the property across the street's problem, not yours.
Yeah.
It's not yours. And that's my issue. Mind your business. Period. Mind your business.
But at the end of the day, most security companies, they have the two types of security. They got the overzealous and the I'm just here.
They got the overzealous and halfway cops. That's all it is.
No. They got some that you can look at them and tell, like, you just here, you just wearing the shirt. Just here, like, for example, went to the movies last night. Lady sitting on a chair, not like this one, just sitting there watching people walk in. Like, literally all she was doing was watching people walk in. So, and you could tell by the look on her face, I'm just here until my shift is over. You can literally tell.
Well, I mean, you're a security guard in a movie theater. My thing is,
what are you securing? The popcorn?
Wait for it to pop off. Stop being nosy.
But now, it's
stop everybody looking suspicious.
Nah.
And that's another thing.
Why does everybody look suspicious?
No. What I would like to know, what does look suspicious look like?
Okay.
Because people always say, well, you were looking suspicious. What the hell does that mean?
Okay, first, looking suspicious could mean out of the ordinary.
No, I'm not could. I don't want could. What does it mean?
Peculiar. For security.
You just answered my question. It's a subjective thing that they use. It's a tool that they use to come and, again, not mind their business.
I mean, cops do.
That's all it is.
Cops use it too.
He was looking suspicious.
Cops
Well,
use
what
it
was
all the time.
And what kills me is, how was I looking suspicious? I was just walking. How was I suspiciously walking? What does suspicious look like?
Cops use it too. Can't blame that on security.
I'm just saying. I'm saying security, all of that whole umbrella. That's what I'm saying. Because it's all the same. It's all busybodiness. It's all you're doing. You're a professional busybody. That's all you are. You're a professional busybody. If you are doing your job correctly, you're a professional busybody. My thing is just if you're gonna be that, be that. That's cool. But just stay in your designated area. Because my thing is, I know that area is secured. So I'm not going to come over there doing my dirt in a secured area. So stay over there. I'm going to stay over here. And we good. That's all I'm saying. I just have a problem with these security guards that want to just do more than their job.
They want smoke when there's no need.
Nah, but I'm the one to give it all to you.
And
security, stay away from me. Especially if I am not doing anything that is encroaching on your secure area. Yeah. Get away from me. Leave me alone.
There are some that do go over the top. But then there are ones that, they're just there to show security at the end of the day. I'm just talking about security. I'm not talking about law enforcement. Security at the end of the day, they're just there to show presence. That's all they're there for, is to show presence. So, as you alluded to, most of the times, yeah, if somebody's sitting in the car minding their business and they see security, most times they'll go somewhere else.
Especially if they're doing something nefarious. Yeah. They just gonna pull off before you even get to them.
Yeah, and if you look like you're gonna walk up to them,
right? They out.
I've had that happen to me too.
They out.
Cars be parked thinking, oh, ain't nobody parked here. Nobody's here. Somebody will pull up. You'll see something going on in the car.
All you got to do is just walk out.
All you got to do is walk out your booth and walk, and all you see is the brake lights.
Exactly. Like, oh, that's it.
And that's the end. And at the end of the day, that's all you there to do is just look. Whatever you're doing, you just can't do it here.
And see, my thing is, I respect that. Like, hey. Respect my authority. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna go down here.
I mean, I've had that happen.
But when you come hard charging or calling police and like, what? Come on, man.
The only time I've had to call law enforcement, and truth be told, law enforcement don't come when you call them, even for security.
'Cause they know.
No.
Now you just over there being nosy.
Dude had been. He'd been fired. Okay. Now, this has actually happened. Dude got fired. He didn't want to leave. So the guy was like, well, can't you make him leave? I'm like, not really. I cannot forcibly make him leave. I said, I can tell him he got to go. You already told him he fired. So anything else besides that,
right.
I can tell him what you told him, but that's all I can do. I can't physically make him. Mind you, I did have a weapon, but that's not what that's for.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So, well, he needs to leave. Okay, I'll talk to him. And he was a young black dude. I was like, hey, bro. I said, look, it is what it is. And I gave him some options he can go to. And, man, fuck that. I'm like, okay. I said, I tried to talk to him. Well, we need to call police. I said,
oh, go ahead.
Exactly. But somebody said, well, aren't you security? I said, yes, I am.
Yeah,
but I don't have the authority, nor do they pay me enough to physically remove people off the premise. I told him, I said, if that's what you hired me for, you might want to call my supervisor because I know I can't do that.
Well, my whole thing would have been, I am security. If he gets out of that car and tries to come in this building and do something, watch me spring into action, ma'am. But what I'm not going to do is go out here and do your bidding. If you want him to leave so bad, you go out there and talk to him.
Yeah. He eventually did leave. He just wanted to, to get some stuff out. So he said what he had to say, and he eventually did leave.
Yeah, and I mean,
police didn't have to come, nor were they even called.
But again,
my point is, security. It's either you're doing too much or you're not doing enough. There's a very little in the middle, very little. But I'm gonna tell you some funny security. If you ever go, nah, you won't go. But you go to the mall. I'm not going to say where. These cats walk around with clipboards.
Doing what?
Exactly. What are you doing with a clipboard?
Well,
These cats walk around.
maybe they don't have the little boop on the walls. Maybe they gotta do their zones by that.
You give them that credit. I'm not giving them that shine.
I don't know.
You walking around with it. What could you hit somebody with it? What are you doing with a clipboard?
They supposed to write it down. What are you doing?
I'm gonna leave it there.
You've been written up.
I'm gonna leave it. That's cold.
I'm gonna write you up.
Hey. That's cold. And the funny part is,
that is a citable offense.
Yeah. Now, see, those are the ones that be over the top.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that be over the top.
Because somebody done gave him some authority. You can do something to people. That's what it is.
Not with no clipboard.
When you tell somebody you have the authority to do something to someone else, that's when it goes too far. That's why police have gone too far, security, all that has gone too far. Because they've told you you can do something to people that ordinarily people wouldn't be able to do. You can inflict violence upon people. You can. As a security, any type of law enforcement, you can inflict violence upon people, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know.
Well, not
perfect example,
okay.
And we gotta wrap it up because this has been going for a while. Okay. Perfect example. Yeah, did you see that story about that chick in New York? She was that big dude came up to her and was just like, yo,
I ain't seen that.
Security guard came up to the girl. This dude like 6-something, 300-pound, big dude, right? She well, I don't want to say ethnicity because I don't want to stereotype, but she was a thin, she was very thin, small.
Thin female.
Girl, yes. And this big burly dude, right? So he's all like, yo, my supervisor told me that you got stolen goods and you can't leave. You're not leaving the store. I need you to search your things and get the stolen items out. Ooh, she was like, yo, I didn't steal nothing. And you're not searching me, whatever. So this dude basically kidnapped her because I'm talking about as far as the term. Kidnapped her, false imprisonment, because he wouldn't let her leave, kept blocking her way, wouldn't let her leave the store, accusing her of stealing, all right, and threatening her, all this stuff that he was gonna do to her, and all of this, right? She's scared, don't know what to do, right? Come to find out, ain't nobody told him nothing. This dude was just acting on his own. Now, he was hired security by the store, but again, they gave him the right to just, hey, do what you got to do to secure our store, and that's what he did. And now he getting sued, the store getting sued.
Question: Did she actually have anything?
No, she didn't have anything.
Okay, yeah.
She had a receipt. She went there for a prescription. She had her prescription and was leaving, and that's when she got approached. It's all over check it out. It's all over the internet. He overstepped.
That's the overzealous. That's the overzealous.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, you're given this unspoken right to violate rights.
No, it's not unspoken.
No, when I say unspoken, like, okay, they're not saying, hey, go out here and violate people's rights.
Yeah.
So, but it's unspoken, hey, go out here and violate people's rights. It's an unspoken rule.
And
the issue that I have is that rule, when they go too far with it, instead of saying, okay, hey, you know what? He went too far. No, they use those rules to justify, well, he had a right to do that. Under what? Under what right did you have to do that to that girl?
Because I promise you the store.
Because if that were true, her lawsuit would be trash.
And I promise you the store got rid of him quick.
Of course they did. Of course they did. But here's the question that was posed. How many times have he done that before?
Exactly. And has he been right before? That's another
I would imagine not. He wasn't this time. So how many other times have you been wrong?
One of the, and I know we're gonna wrap it up. One of the things when they teach you and you be in security when you go through orientation, the first thing they tell you is you are a citizen. You have no rights to authority to arrest or anything under that umbrella. They let you know first thing. That's the first thing you're taught.
On the record.
Other than welcome to whatever company you at.
On the record.
Yeah. So
on the record.
They tell you this
on the record
in training.
On the record.
And then down as you go down, they tell you all the stuff that you're supposed to be doing. But yet, if you go to the top, you're still a nobody. You're just wearing a shirt. So what is happening is they don't see that part, but they see the fact that, I can do A, like you alluded to, A, B, and C. They don't see that, you're just a dude that is like you want to say a professional busybody. They don't see that part, but they see all the stuff that you can possibly do.
Yeah,
and that's where it gets muffled.
And that's the problem. But the problem is I feel like those things are being reiterated and emphasized, not the part that, look, man,
it depends
you
on the
really
company.
Ain't nobody.
It depends on the company.
You're really not anybody.
Because one company I can honestly say that I worked with, I won't say the name, emphasize the other stuff.
Right.
They all read from the same book. They emphasize the other stuff.
You emphasize what you want.
They don't emphasize the fact that, we're in a uniform and we wear all this and that and we're geared up, but we're still number one.
Nah, you're.
But you got another company that emphasizes that part.
You have a SWAT.
They emphasize that part, and they kind of just glance over the
and that's the way it should be. Like if it comes
depends
down
on the company.
They should be on some. If it comes down to it, these are the things that you are allowed to do. Yeah. If it comes down to it,
depends on the company.
Here's the stuff that you should be doing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It depends on the company. It depends on the type of person you hire.
That's wild.
If you hire a wannabe cop, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a wannabe cop. If you hire somebody that, look, you pay me this much and all I got to do is this, okay, cool. It depends on who you get. So,
look, all I'm saying is when you see me,
leave me alone.
I ain't doing nothing. I promise you I'm not. Leave me alone. Because the smoke you're going to get, you really don't want. And I'm not saying I'm gonna do nothing to you, but I'm gonna expose you for being out of your area and all of that. You might get fired coming over and messing with me for no reason. I promise you. Because my thing is, you over here messing with me, you're off your post. So what's the consequence for you walking off your post? Let's go look that up. Call your supervisor. That's the type of smoke I'm gonna give you. So. Bruh, I'm telling you, don't step across the street messing with me if I'm not messing with your building. That's just a word to the wise. And you should really be thinking about that every time you go and step outside of your area to go mess with somebody. Think about it. You are really abandoning your post because that's not your area. So, whatever. Anyway, you just got to be smarter than them. Okay, on the wrap up. So look, next week. Is it next week? Yeah, next week. I don't know. We gonna be able to do a show next week?
No.
Yeah. So, all right.
But I will have footage.
Yeah, we're gonna have some stuff. We're gonna post
footage.
some stuff. But yeah, next week we're probably not gonna have a show, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
There
so
will
just
be
stay there.
a show.
Yeah, there'll be
this
something.
show.
There'll be something. You know what I'm saying? Might be some T Money stuff. You never know. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out some stuff. So yeah. And yeah, so jump in the comments. Like I said, let's keep the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the comments. What are your thoughts?
If you have any security stories,
Oh yeah,
free to
share
share.
them, please share them. You
Feel
know,
free to share.
I want to hear them because them busybodies out there. That's too much.
Every security ain't like Tackleberry on security. They all ain't like that. They all ain't like Tackleberry on Police Academy.
Yeah, they are. They all had Tackleberry at heart.
I'm done.
All of them.
I'm done.
All of them. I'm telling you, man. They wild. They wild. Mind your
I'm
business.
done.
Mind your business. So
you're going to school now, Mister.
right. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Y'all gotta get these dudes out of here.
700. Time to deploy for school.
You're stupid.
You're going to school now, Mister.
Hey. Hey, also, it was something else too. It was something else. Anyway, it'll come to me. Did it work? You good? Oh yeah, we good. All right, so
No matter. We done.
so again, like, subscribe, share,
Comment.
holler at your friends.
This.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Get back in the comments. Let us know what you think, and you know what I'm saying. It's been a fun ride, man. These shows are fun, man, to do.
Yeah.
Just sitting here kicking it. You know what I'm saying. It's been a long week, so this was a good unwind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So once again, it's your boy Syn, Big Show. Peace.